UN Global Dialogue on AI Governance opens in Geneva. The United Nations inaugural Global Dialogue on AI Governance opened in Geneva on July 6, bringing together delegates from 169 countries. The event follows a preliminary UN scientific panel report warning that global rules for AI safety are struggling to keep pace with the technology's rapid capabilities. The dialogue runs through July 7 before transitioning into the ITU AI for Good Global Summit.
Micron breaks ground on $9.3 billion Japan HBM plant. Micron Technology broke ground on a $9.3 billion expansion at its Hiroshima, Japan facility dedicated to high-bandwidth memory chips used in AI processors. The new cleanroom space is aimed at closing the gap with rival SK Hynix in the lucrative HBM market. Tokyo is covering nearly a third of the cost, but first shipments aren't expected until 2028.
Tesla launches fully unsupervised robo-taxi service in Miami. Tesla launched fully unsupervised robo-taxi rides in Miami on July 3, its first city outside Texas and California, and the first to skip a safety monitor phase entirely from day one. The service covers roughly 10 to 14 square miles in western Miami-Dade. The expansion comes as federal regulators continue an active investigation into whether Tesla's camera-only driving system adequately handles poor visibility conditions.
SpaceX joins Nasdaq 100, triggering billions in forced index buying. SpaceX will officially join the Nasdaq 100 index before trading begins on July 7, just 15 trading days after its record-setting IPO. J.P. Morgan estimates roughly $4.3 billion in forced buying from index tracking funds, much of it occurring after the market close on July 6. The company enters with a weighting of less than 1% due to its still small public float.
Oil dips as OPEC Plus raises output, Korean won begins 24-hour trading. Oil prices edged lower after major OPEC Plus members agreed to another modest increase to their collective production quotas for next month. Energy flows through the Strait of Hormuz continued uninterrupted. Separately, the Korean won began its first day of round-the-clock trading, a shift traders are watching closely alongside broader currency market moves.
U.S. June jobs report badly misses expectations, easing rate hike pressure. U.S. non-farm payrolls rose by just 57,000 in June, far below the 115,000 expected, with April and May figures revised down by a combined 74,000. The unemployment rate dipped to 4.2% as labor force participation fell to its lowest since March 2021. Markets read the cooler report as reducing near-term pressure on the Fed to raise rates, even as inflation remains elevated under new chair Kevin Warsh.